name is MisEducation Of The People. Today, video is about education. I would like to speak on how a majority of the population are miseducated. For the past few days, I was speaking with a few acquaintances. It amazed me how uneducated or miseducated a lot of them are. It is not their fault that a lot of the racism or prejudices that are going on in our world today is a major part of it is a lack of being educated. Being educated about world history. A major part of the conversations that I've been having with my counterparts is obviously about the killing of George Floyd and the mistreatment that black people as a whole been getting, by the police and the injustices of this world. Every day we gotta hear something in the news. Every other week or every week you hear the mistreatment of a black person by the police, the systemic racism, all the things that we've been going through. So pretty much this is what all these conversations has been about for the past few days and weeks. I just wanted to share with you guys some of the conversations that I've been having, which a lot of it has to do with education or the miseducation of people. A big part of our conversation that I was having with some of my counterparts were, of course, about the recent activities that's been taking place in the news, the movement, the killing of George Floyd. It amazed me that most people does not even know their geography, where certain parts of the world are located. For instance, Egypt. A lot of people, I asked them, where's Egypt? Their answers, surprisingly to me, was like in Italy, the Middle East, and maybe several different parts of the world that has nothing to do with Africa. Based on history, a lot of people place Egypt to be in the Middle East, when Egypt is part of Africa. It's amazing. It's amazing. It amazed me that so many people are not aware of a major historical portion of our lives that came from the continent of Africa, especially Egypt. A lot of them hold on to their Bibles about the stories of Egypt, but they still did not have any knowledge of where Egypt is located. They're speaking of how Egyptians back in the day hold on to Jewish people as slaves, and which I had to explain to them. First of all, Egypt is actually located on the continent of Africa. So for that purpose alone, these same people were most likely black Africans, in which they were. Scientifically has proven that Egyptians way back when were Africans, black Africans to be exact. So, with that said, if they were black Africans way back when, that means a lot of the Jews were actually black Africans. Based on that conversation alone, people were arguing when the facts are there. But what I came to the conclusion of, it's really not their fault. Our school system is not doing the job of educating our people. And I must say, most of the people that I was talking to are in my age group. My kids, I make sure they know exactly where all the countries are located in. Whatever continent you may think of, they know where they're at. I'm not saying it's only the school system. It has a lot to do with the parenting too. which I always say in the first place, parenting has a major role to play with education. It interacts with the teachers that are in school that must do the job of teaching. A major part of people not having the basic knowledge or even have empathy for other human beings is the fact that they are miseducated. If you don't know your history, what the world has been all about, or knowing where you yourself come from, how you gonna have a educated discussion with others? Education is very important in order for you to continue any sort of conversation that you're gonna be having with anyone. You gotta come up with facts, substance, tangible facts to back your arguments. So again, now I've realized that it's not the fault of a lot of my counterparts or other individuals not knowing their histories. So it comes down to, why argue with someone, or why have a major so-called intelligent discussion with someone where they don't even know geography, the basic stuff? So how can we even discuss science or many other aspect of everyday life if you don't even know geography? I feel like that's the most basic thing people should know about. Where are all the continents and where the countries are before you can even go into history. And history plays a major role in our everyday life, in our society, where cultures come from, where people come from. The actual facts, not the stories that they try to tell you, like Columbus discovered America, which is far from the truth, and many other different things that our school system are trying to teach these kids. But I'm proud enough to say that I am teaching my kids differently. I am sharing with them their world history, the true knowledge about history, especially of our people, black people. What we have been in history, where humanity really came from, the real truth. These kids today, they don't even know about who Marcus Garvey was. One of the most intelligent black men in my world, in my life, since I've learned about him. I hold that man to the highest echelon you may think of. This dude was brilliant. His ideas was wow. Another thing I would love to see, which I know they're not going to be teaching it in school, but people to take it up on themselves to learn about the Haitian Revolution, what these slaves were all about, how they came out of the treatment that they were getting from their masters, I can put it that way, and how they revolt and take their freedom with their own strength. Those things are important facts of history, man. Where we came from as people, man. These things, they are priceless to me. I am teaching my children about the actual facts of history, so they don't get confused. And when it's their turn to have some sort of educating conversation with their counterparts, they'll be able to school them, share with them, or even educate them on the actual facts. Facts are facts, tangible, things that you can feel. It's very important to know facts, not something that you just read in a book or somebody speculating. Facts, tangible facts, actual history, the truth. Not his story, but actual history. Not his story. Because a lot of people tend to change history, to their history, to make it sound as if it were dead. It's like the story of Jesus, as if the Middle East, way back in the day, was full of, white people. That's why they can eventually sell you the white Jesus. I don't want to get into that because religion is another thing of its own that can surpass many different conversations. And some people are so brainwashed that they'll argue with you till the death of them instead of coming up with substance, real tangible facts to make a case for their case, but for their argument. But that's besides the point. Anyway, I don't want to make this video too long. I just wanted to share how education is priceless, how important it is to even know the basics, such as geography, know where the continents are and what country is what. Egypt is in Africa, people. Let's not forget that. If you like this video, please subscribe, share, make a comment, or a few comments. I would love to interact to continue this conversation. Reasons for my videos is to help others, is to hopefully teach someone that didn't know and they now know. Once again, I don't want to prolong this video too long. I will continue to make many videos, and especially about this topic of education. There's so much more we can say about it that are very important. I know a lot of us know all the things to say or have heard, but hearing it from someone else is sometimes can make the world of a difference. Open your ears, let's say, and learn from someone else's perspective. Everybody has something to share. Let's come with tangible facts. Once again, please, if you like what I'm saying in these videos, subscribe with the channel. That's how you can help me. Make a comment and share. Thank you for listening.